what was going on in Indiana just before and around the time of the murders. And one of the big things was the internet crimes did not have the funding for the Delphi murder investigation as far as um, electronic tracking in that. And it's brought up about big cases that were going on at the time, which included Jared Fogle, Delphi, and other major investigations that are happening. So let's listen here.
Well, this Sunday, the Indiana Police Unit, responsible in part for saving the audio clip from Libby German's cell phone in Delphi and helping to put Jared Fogle behind bars, is running out of money fast. And the funding for that unit is now stuck at the State House. Call 6 Investigates' Paris LaBelle has more.
The team that took down Jared Fogle, Kyle Cox, and played a key part in the investigations into the threats at Plainfield High School and the Delphi murders is running out of money and hitting roadblock after roadblock at the State House. Investigators on the Computer Crimes Against Children unit are concerned about what happens next if the unit doesn't get funded.
Everybody wants more manpower, but that's not really what this is about. This is the resource for us to do what we need to do to get to these people efficiently, and so they're not harming any additional children.
Senator Michael Kreider tried to push a bill through the Senate to create a $2 million fund for the unit, something the investigators say they desperately need for new equipment, software, and training for new investigators to take on an ever-growing caseload. This session, the bill died in the Senate's Appropriation Committee and never was called to the floor.
I'm not giving up easily.
And now Senator Kreider is trying to get the fund tacked on the state police's budget in the House, but it's becoming an uphill battle.
It is frustrating to realize how important this issue is and know that we've got a challenge to try to get this thing funded properly.
Right now, the unit gets about $300,000 total from mostly grants and a little from state police. It's because technology is changing faster than ever before, and the number of tips coming up has skyrocketed at a staggering rate over the past 11 years. Last year alone, they received more than 2,100 leads.
This unit is critical. I don't know of another unit really that has the technical abilities to investigate these crimes and come out with some very good, successful results.
Investigators say without the funding, the unit's future could be in serious trouble.
I will tell you that their challenge is daunting and they need some help.
At the State House for Indy This Week, I'm Call 6 Investigates, Paris LaBelle.
So the murders happened February of 2017. This information about getting enough funding to be able to do the stuff for Delphi, and when the State House sat here and didn't move the bill forward to get more funding, happened in March of 2017. So, and it was because of the major cases that we had that had just went down here in Indiana. So I want to show you what the Cybertips statistics. And don't worry, this isn't going to be long, so don't freak out if you're not a statistics person. But I want to point this out. So during the Delphi murders, they were talking about how we don't have enough funding. We had 2,000 tips come in for Indiana during the Delphi murders. Well, as you can tell how much this grew. So we know Keegan Kline got arrested August of 2020, but they did not notify the public that they had the Anthony Shots person in custody, and they did not tell anybody that he was Keegan Kline and that Keegan Kline was in custody. That did not come out until December 6th of 2021. So the public didn't even know about Keegan Kline and Anthony Shots or anything of that in 2021 until December. After that happened, just between 2021 and 2022, we doubled 14,278 cyber tips. And that was us from already going up to 7,500 in 2021 when we didn't have enough funding to take care of it in 2017 when we only had 2,000.
Yeah, and if you look at the figures in prior years, they are climbing, but, they seem to be a little more steadily climbing
Right.
rather than the dramatic jump.
And I'll tell you, the Keegan Klein thing, that is common and why they waited. And it's a trending thing. So if you look right here, now we have not slowed down, because in 2024 it was already over 18,000 tips. 2025 is already going to be higher, and that's because of some things that are going on right now, which we're going to get big into. But if you look that many tips that we doubled after the Anthony shots and the information got out to people about this leading to that is amazing. This breakdown here, this is only, it only can do from, it's only 2019 to 2025. But when you look at the growth, this shows you breakdown per month. And the increase of, when you look at how many per month of these tips are coming through, unbelievable. And where they're coming from, and kids knowing about that. And I really say that Abby and Libby have helped children and families know about these predators